All right, another day, another draft video. Last time we did the AFC South. We're switching conferences. We're doing the NFC South.
I like this division.
We're going to start with the worst pick here, the less exciting
Wait, you
one.
said you have to fart?
I do. Do you want to smell it?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we'll start with the Buccaneers here. Now, cap-wise, they're 21st. They have $6.98 million. Not the best, not the worst. Guys going into free agency to be known. They have two pretty good offensive linemen. Their guard, Alex Kappa, and their center, Ryan Jensen.
Oh, yeah.
They also have tight end Gronkowski and O.J. Howard, both of them. I don't see Gronkowski coming back.
No, O.J. got to go, too.
There's no notable tight ends in the first round that's worth taking, so I would not do that. Chris Godwin is a big name. I don't see Chris Godwin actually coming back to the Bucs next year.
They're about to lose everybody.
They're going to lose it because
Fournette's also a free agent.
Marpet retired too.
Carlton Davis, cornerback, boom, free agent. Antonio Brown, free agent.
Just hearing this, I haven't actually looked into this in depth. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, they have a lot of free agents. Quarterback issues. So, who I think they got a late pick, obviously, so late 20s. I see them possibly going wide receiver for their first pick.
First off, I thought that they would be the number one resort for a free agent quarterback, but after seeing this, no.
No. Well, because who's going to stay, too? If you're not going to have a capable quarterback there, why would any of these players want to stay?
That's why I think they're going to who's their rookie quarterback that they drafted? Kyle Trask. Yeah, I think they might go with him or try to trade. I don't think they're going to try to draft anyone because I don't think they're going to fall that far, and I don't think they're going to trade up either.
Oh, I'm pumped.
So they're going to need another receiver.
I can still see a free agent quarterback wanting to go there because of their track record over the past couple years.
Bruce Arians is a good coach as well.
So some big name receivers. Garrett Wilson, I don't think he'll fall that far. Jameson Williams, though, from Bama. Really good receiver, but he had a pretty good knee injury in the championship game, which could
fall.
Yeah, that could have him fall. Or another guy I like is Drake London, who is kind of compared to Mike Evans. He's 6'5". He's tall. That's who he's compared
to. Mike
to.
Evans on each side.
That'd be kind of.
That'd be something.
I mean, that would be against what a lot of teams do. Normally you have the big guy, and then you have the route runner, the speed guy.
What's Mike Evans' contract even? Mike Evans has been on the Buccaneers forever.
Yeah, I think he has another
year. One more year.
But defensive line and Ndamukong Suh. He's old. He's a free agent. They could hit that up. They have more holes than I thought.
The main issue that I realized from them from last year was at cornerback. But a lot of that had to do with injuries that they face.
They have Vita Vea, don't they, on the Bucs?
They have Vita Vea. Vita Vea is probably the best.
He's pretty solid on defense.
He's probably the best defensive tackle.
He's probably the most solid they have on defense right now.
He's probably the best tackle.
I see them going receiver if they can get one.
If they're going to be losing two of their guys plus another receiver and Gronk, who expects Gronk to come back, especially if Tom Brady?
I thought Brady knew it.
But here's the other thing: what if he just sticks around one more year, help out Trask a little bit?
Do you think he wants to do that though? Yeah. What would make you think that he would want to come back without?
The only reason why
he
came out of retirement.
I'll tell you one thing that keeps Gronk around: a whole lot of money.
The only reason he came out of retirement was because of Tom Brady.
I think he even came out saying the only other guy he'd maybe play for is Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and then O.J. Howard's going to be gone. I feel like he needs somebody's going to pay him. He hasn't played. He didn't play at all last year.
Never has a chance to.
Yeah,
but man, he was such a high prospect that he was going to be an incredible tight end.
Yeah.
There's no reason for him to want to stay there. Even if Gronk's there, they like Cameron Brate, he just doesn't get any opportunity, so he's going to be gone. So that does make sense.
Yeah, so that's Tampa's. Not too exciting for you guys. I don't know. You guys had your fun. You won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're done.
I don't know. Unless you guys get a good quarterback in free agency or trade, I don't know. I
don't see if they have enough pieces to make a trade for a QB though.
Yeah, probably not.
With everybody falling away,
have to be some picks for future picks.
Yep.
I don't know. Portal Rams thing going on,
Oh, this division's about to be crazy next year.
Crazy bad.
Maybe. It might be. Maybe. Yeah.
Hey, don't say bad. We got our Falcons right here, dude.
The Falcons.
That's what I'm saying. It's wide open for anybody. It's. But
I was happy with how we played last year with the minimal pieces that we had.
I'll tell you what, the Falcons might actually win that division.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not even just trying to say that because you're here, Logan. The Falcons.
I know.
They could. Because they're the only team that doesn't.
No, listen. There's no reason why they should.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
There's no reason why they should.
That's true.
Well, unless if Tampa Bay brings in a really good quarterback, then it would make it tough.
Yeah, but we don't see that happening. Yeah, of course, if anything would
Like,
happen.
I don't
both
see
them
it
and the
happening,
Saints
though.
could both do that, but like we
But
don't
the
know.
Saints don't have anybody either.
The
They don't have
Saints-
receivers. They don't have
Well, they're
like.
gonna hope Thomas comes back.
Oh,
and-
speaking
I don't know,
of, that's
Adam
the
Wars?
next team we have here. Saints, who are negative $76 million in the hole.
So the
worst
first-
cap.
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, worst cap room in.
The first thing I want to say real fast, I mean, I think it's pretty clear to me that offense, like, they need offense.
yes, they have to
Their
go offense.
defense
Defense
was
is
actually
fine.
really good.
Exceptional.
Free agency, nobody's really in free agency. Jameis Winston, what do you sign? He's a free agent now.
I think.
What do you do with that? I think they
think
need
they
him.
do.
I
Yeah.
do. I know they
Because-
paid Taysom Hill, but you need a second guy. And Taysom Hill, I don't think he's that guy.
I could see
I
them
really
signing Jameis Winston and then picking up a receiver in the draft.
They have Marcus Williams, their safety, who's not too bad, and then Teron Armstead is their tackle.
He's old though.
He's
Yep.
old. He's 30, almost 30.
Can I give
That's
a
it,
hot
though.
take?
Give a hot take, Frank. We like hot takes around here.
I mean, Kenny Pickett's probably going to be right around there.
He's a guy that a
So
lot of people
that's
are
what
mentioning.
I'm saying.
I say
I think
take a
they
shot on
either
Kenny
go. They're either
Pickett.
going to go QB or wide receiver.
And here's why. Here's
I
why I
think.
say take a shot on Kenny Pickett. One, Michael Thomas should be coming back next year. He should be fully healthy. Should be fine.
Yeah, we'll see how he
You
is.
got Taysom Hill able to play wherever the heck you want, and you won't have to pay him that money that kills your cap as long as he doesn't play quarterback.
Is that what the contract is?
That's what they added on to it. So that won't kill them. If he plays one snap at quarterback, it kicks in.
Is that actually how it works? Are you sure? Because I feel like in their
for
game
him
plan,
to play quarterback, that's what it said.
Yeah, but is it just one snap though? Because I feel like in their game
Hey
plan,
Tom,
it's always
if
to
you
have
played
him
one
step in
snap in the NFL at quarterback, did you play quarterback?
Yes, but does that make me a
That
quarterback?
counts.
No.
In my opinion,
Does that
in
make-
my viewing of what I generally
Well,
was
his
told,
contract was QB slash.
I was gonna say, but
halfback,
like,
wasn't it,
say,
or something like
does
that.
whenever Jarvis Landry gets a pass attempt, does that make him a quarterback? No, he's a wide receiver.
No,
that
No,
can
but
throw
his
the ball.
but his contract
but the
was set up
contract
as a
itself
QB slash
is what I'm saying.
I don't
running
know how
back.
it works.
I'm not certain how it works, but it was his contract is like
Well,
two positions.
Anyway,
I
that's
definitely
beside
understand
the
that.
point. That's beside the point. If you could get a QB who can prevent that from happening as much as possible, it might be a set amount of snaps. That might be how it has to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that. might
But
be
you
it.
got Kamara coming back.
Well,
hopefully,
well,
hopefully. You still got what looks like an okay enough O-line that he's not going to
Yeah.
die.
Sure. Sure.
And the defense to back him up on the other side. I mean, you probably got to take a chance on him, right?
It has to be quarterback or wide receiver.
Yeah, I see Kenny Pickett going first for some reason in this draft, and I could see the Saints
Out
taking
of the QBs,
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know. Like for some reason, in the back of my head, I keep thinking Malik Willis makes like sense
Malik
for the
Willis,
Saints.
that was like a third round.
yes,
like,
but if they have Jameis Winston coming back for a year,
Let me ask you this: if
Which
he's a
I
third
believe they will.
round projected guy, and you
whoa, I don't know about that.
are you serious?
I'm thinking
I don't think he's third round.
I don't
I was
think
told
third
third. I was
Performance in the Senior
literally.
Bowl.
I'm.
I
Everything
could
I've looked
see
at
him.
said third round.
I could see him slipping into the second
unless
round.
I'm thinking of a different
Or
guy.
I could see him getting drafted in the second round. Well, I mean, here's the thing: the hype for him has been built up,
But here's the
very
thing.
recently.
He's the
Here's the
quarterback
thing.
that went off at the Senior Bowl. That's why all the hype kind of started off.
Okay, and then he had a bad game in the
true, very
game
true.
after that.
Right,
Like,
right. It's very raw talent. It's like what people are saying with Trey Lance. He's a similar prospect in that way.
The thing is, there's not a lot of options out there for
Right.
people that want to even.
yeah,
go
but I mean,
quarterback.
if Kenny Pickett's
Right.
there, you
You're
take
right,
Kenny
but
Pickett.
there's the whole hand
if there's
situation with
any,
Kenny
if
Pickett.
there are any of the other top prospects besides Malik Willis
Yeah.
that is projected above him,
Teams just like taking chances.
I think everyone's nervous about every quarterback coming into the draft.
So, like, don't get me wrong. Like, he might, like, in reality, be a third-round prospect, but
Yeah.
because he's at quarterback and you have that small chance
Yeah.
of having a franchise guy, that boosts your value automatically, whether you're
But
that good or not.
Here's the thing: if there are these other people, and
Sure.
the quarterback is probably one of the weakest positions this year. Can we agree on that?
It is.
Yeah.
It's very, very weak.
Yeah.
You gotta take the top guy there. You can't really take a chance on
Different teams see talent in different
Yeah,
ways.
I'm leaning that they're going to take a receiver. If I had to put money on it, I would say they're taking a receiver and actually not a quarterback. But I would not be surprised if they
I
do
could
take
see
a
them
quarterback.
going 1 year with Jameis Winston, seeing how it goes,
Yeah.
and then if it doesn't pan out, okay, next year whenever there's potentially more options, we'll pick up.
That's
the
what
That's
quarterback.
the only
what I see
reason
them doing.
why I like Willis over somebody that's more NFL ready, like Pickett or Corral.
But why waste a year sitting him behind Jameis Winston when you could have a receiver that might help Jameis?
But I feel like their game plan in the back of their head, they know Jameis Winston isn't the future of their team. Jameis Winston is there as a placeholder, and Jameis Winston is there to keep your team intact for another season.
Well, he's not even there technically right now. He's a free agent.
That's my assumption that they're going to re-sign him.
Just because what did they even pay him? I said
they paid him nothing. They paid him literally nothing whenever he came to the Saints. I'm almost certain. I was like, why didn't anybody give him it was a low contract?
Because nobody really wanted him.
Would you pay him back after that ACL tear? Though
the only thing is, it's just their passing game got diminished as soon as he went out, and I feel like they seen that. I mean, everybody's seen that. Yeah. So realizing what they can have again.
So you're arguing against yourself almost.
No, I feel like Jameis Winston in free. I'm not saying he's great.
Did you say wide receiver or was it Joe?
I said receiver.
Okay, well then never mind. You're arguing against Joe then.
I mean, sure, but I mean, obviously, wide receiver is a need. They haven't had a good number 2 wide receiver in since Emmanuel Sanders,
Willie Snead,
Snead, sure,
maybe.
I don't know. So I see him going receiver, but they could take QB.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Carolina Panthers. They're 17th in cap. They have $17 million. Notable free agents. 2 cornerbacks. They got Gilmore.
If he resigns, is he going to resign? Because that was a 1 year.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Dante Jackson is a free agent. He's 26.
That's the one you need to resign.
Dante Jackson.
So I can see them going corner. I honestly see them going offensive line.
See, this is the first team I could see going quarterback.
I don't see them going quarterback. I
feel like they went through so many different options last season, and none of them worked out at all. That they're like,
So what pick do they have here in the draft? It's definitely top 10.
It's like 8th.
Okay.
So I just think they have too much money in quarterback. I know you say it doesn't always matter. Teams do it all the time. I think they're going to stick it out another year. Their offensive line is horrid. It's bad, too. They don't have a good one either. So I see them taking offensive tackle.
I wouldn't be surprised if they thought about a quarterback.
I wouldn't be. I'm not surprised if some of these teams take one. I just don't think they're going to do it.
Overall pick in the draft.
I just feel like so far this is the team that makes sense the most to take a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times
6th overall pick.
A lot of times it's just let's draft the best person on the board. The offensive linemen, there's a lot of really good ones that should be valued higher than these quarterbacks. I mean, just talent-wise, for future-wise, it's a more safe pick.
Yeah.
Especially as a head coach coming in there. If you miss on your first-round pick, especially if it's top 10.
Well, here's the thing, too. Their coach is on the hot seat right
exactly.
now. Oh, yeah.
So it's either you go balls out and you take the quarterback, and then you're forcing him to come in this season and perform.
Yeah.
Now,
it's a bad situation.
I kind of got to say this, though. I don't think he's technically on the hot seat because they're kind of stuck with him.
Well, they could definitely.
They paid him a lot of money.
If they fire him, they owe him $40 million.
The reason why I said that is last season the GM or the whoever is the owner of the Panthers or whatever came out and said that they're not happy with Matt Rule. I regret doing this.
But they're also probably stuck with him for at least 2 more years because of the $40 million.
Again, there was also some really good cornerbacks in this draft. I could also see them taking a cornerback. I believe if I had to put money on it, they will stay offense and go. I think offensive tackle or QB. But there is some really good corners, and they kind of need one.
Because what are the odds they're able to re-sign both Gilmore and Jackson? Both. What are the odds they would both want to come back?
I don't know if Gilmore would want to.
How did Gilmore even do last season? I didn't even hear.
You didn't really hear his name, which was probably a good thing.
Yeah, it could be a good thing. Yeah.
He started off, I think he had a pick in almost every game, for the first 3 games, and he kind of just fell off.
Well, yeah,
Panthers
but the whole
fell
team
off.
fell off.
Yeah. That's why we just haven't heard it. We weren't hearing about the Panthers as much.
No.
I mean, we were probably doing the most talk about the Panthers because of freaking TJ that was here.
Whenever we wouldn't have been talking about the Panthers. We said they were dookie from the beginning. This is a fluke. But as soon as he went there, they kind of went downhill, to be honest. That's when they kind of fell off.
Well, it was more McCaffrey going down. But,
it was.
It's kind of coincidental, yeah.
In the receiver situation,
with
DJ Moore's good, but man, Anderson just had such a bad year, and that could be because of the quarterback play.
I blame Darnold for that. That's not all on Anderson.
But Darnold played with Robbie Anderson in New York, so you figured if anybody was going to do good as a receiver,
his best year was with Teddy Bridgewater.
Was the top guy in New York. He wasn't the second. I think it's partially Matt Rule and Sam Darnold's fault from that regard.
Sam was also hurt. It was Cam Newton and PJ Walker too a lot of the season. They were cycling through quarterbacks.
That's weird.
All right, and then last up we got the Falcons, who -$6 million in the cap. Free agents: Cordell Patterson, he's a free agent now.
Cordell Patterson, yep.
Olakun is a free agent. I feel like I'd definitely keep him.
Yep.
Russell Gage is a free agent.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the notable ones. Dante Fowler's a free agent.
He's already gone.
Yeah, is he gone? Oh, yeah. Okay,
I
did see that, yeah.
I don't see there being any way on this planet that Cordero Patterson doesn't re-sign with Atlanta.
And I think there's no way Atlanta doesn't use his pick on defense unless they get a QB. That's the only way I
with
see it.
Calvin Ridley, though.
I don't see them taking a receiver. I don't.
Well, here's the thing.
Then what do they do?
Defense. I honestly think they're either going to have another guy on cornerback, have a young duo, or there's that really good safety if he falls, Kyle Hamilton or something like that.
Yeah,
Hamilton,
I think
Hamilton.
Really good if he falls. I think the Jets might take him, but I think they also need a freaking edge rusher.
Yeah.
They cannot pressure the quarterback. And their ranks against the pass, the amount of touchdowns they let up, passing yards, I just don't think they're going to go offense.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Defense, like Joe said, Calvin Ridley may be traded. I'm sorry.
No,
it may happen at this point. But imagine what you could get for a receiver like Calvin Ridley.
Well,
we'll see what his trade value.
I was gonna say, we'll see whenever he comes out and saying it.
Yeah. Clear his head. I mean, it could have done him some good.
I mean, what about even the offensive line for Atlanta?
I don't. You know what? They need it, but I don't see them doing an offensive line.
Is
really
a
what
position
if that's what Matt Ryan wants? Which why wouldn't he want that?
He would.
You're right. He would. He got beat up all last season.
Does what he has to say hold any weight for the Atlanta Falcons organization?
I think it does.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I think it does. And again, I don't blame him. He got beat up all last season. He still did decent, but again, he has receivers that clearly aren't first-string receivers that he's passing to. Like, he wasn't working with really anything last season. So, of course, he's getting towards the end of his career or end of his Falcons career. I'm sure he wants it to go out as smoothly as he possibly can. But, again, I feel like Matt Ryan is a genuinely good guy, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the NFL that want what's best for the team. So I feel like he's kind of like, hey, whatever's best for the team is what we should go after. It's just what that is very tough.
I mean, they do need a lot.
Listen, here's the thing. They are going to help the offensive line in this draft. I don't know if it's going to be the first round or if it's going to be the later rounds, but they are going to get pieces for the offensive line. Another thing is free agents that are free agent signs to help the offensive line. You look at what Cincy did last year. Their whole defense was made up of free agent picks, and it did really well. Got them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, it's clearly doable. But I feel like, I feel like they're going to target somewhere else for the first pick, whether it's a receiver, whether it's a safety, whether it's another cornerback to help out A.J. Terrell. I'm all for it. We'll see exactly what they do. I think they'll pick whatever the best option is at that time that's still on the board.
I don't know if I would. I mean, there's a lot of people saying they should go corner. I don't know if I would, though, because there's no. I mean, your division, you're not going against a Patrick Mahomes and a Justin Herbert. You're going against freaking these scrub QBs that can't really pass the ball that well. So, I would go for maybe even an edge rusher to help pressure the quarterback or offense. I don't even think I would go corner this on the first pick.
No, you're definitely right. But again, we obviously play those teams twice, but that's not the only teams we're playing.
I know, but
so I mean, if we get into the playoffs, odds are we're not going to see any of these teams. So I don't want to get to the playoffs and A.J. Terrell is over here, and then all the other side is completely wide open.
Well, I tell you what, looking at this division, I don't think there's a division that needs more moves to be made for every single one of these teams. I never really fully understand the whole cap situation because it's Atlanta Falcons minus $6 million, but guess what? Oh, they could allocate this money to this guy for 3 years in the future. There's so many ways to finesse around the salary cap. It's at what point is the salary? I mean, the salary cap matters obviously to an extent,
well, I mean,
but at the same time,
you got to get
the
above
Saints
the cap.
are $72 million over,
and they have a way to finesse around and get more players for this year. So I don't know. The salary cap has always been kind of silly to me.
I don't get it. I think you shouldn't be allowed to go negative.
You shouldn't.
Well, you have to be. You have to be.
Or a certain limit.
They have to spend.
Here's how it happens. So once the Super Bowl hits, okay, once it's after the Super Bowl, it ends up in next year, okay? By the start of the new season, you have to be salary cap compliant.
Yeah, you have to spend at least a certain amount of money.
Yes.
Which is good.
It's good, but you also can't overspend set money.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Saints
you have the contracts in place, but they don't get their money until the start of next season. So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
What about a little wide receiver free agency pickup
for the Falcons?
For the Falcons,
I'd be happy with that.
Maybe a guy. Godwin's a big name.
Awesome.
Maybe a guy a little step lower, like a Juju or something. Maybe I don't know. Godwin would be a big name, but he's gonna be wanted by a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And it's also a division. Well, he's a free agent, so it doesn't matter.
Can I piggyback off what you said before?
Sure.
All right. So you said there needs to be a huge move. in this division.
I mean, no, I feel like a lot of these teams need to make
a lot of them
moves.
need to make so many moves
Yeah.
that I'm going to make a hot take right here. And you can record this.
We're recording it.
We're
dude.
live. So you're gonna put this at the beginning of next season.
This is your second hot take of the video. Remember that.
This is probably my hottest take. All right.
Oh boy.
This could be the first time in NFL history in a 17-game season next season where the winner of this division wins it with a negative record.
Negative record this year.
Hot take. Boom.
Wow.
All right, we'll see.
What, under 500?
For all of the teams.
Because look how
I mean, it's happened before, but never
in a
with
17 game.
one.
I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest.
Which was only this past year that could have happened. Yeah, I don't see it happening either. But like, I tell you what, if there's a division,
Well,
I
here's
was
the
gonna
thing:
pick,
you got the Buccaneers at the top. They don't have a quarterback right now. They lost literally almost everybody.
Right now,
Like
it's a good time to make that take, but that'll get shut down immediately if just one good quarterback is signed to one of these other teams.
probably.
That's why I think Carolina is going to trade for a QB, whether they get Jimmy G or not. That's why I really don't think
in
they're
less
taking
than
a QB in the
24
draft.
hours, like Aaron Rodgers ends up on the Buccaneers somehow.
Hey, the Green Bay Packers just put out their promo image or whatever for the London game or whatever that they're playing in, and Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers were left off of it.
Oh, off.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, which
Foreshadow?
again,
Oh, that's good. That's good at least.
Foreshadow?
that could just be, hey, let's keep them off for now. But yeah, I thought that was interesting.
All right. But yeah, that is it for the NFC South. Let us know if you're a fan of these teams. Who do you want to pick up in the draft? Who do you want to target in free agency or even trade for? We will catch you guys next week with another division coming up for the NFL Draft
Let us know
2022.
what division we should do next too, and subscribe and drop a like, and we love you guys.
Do all that.
Have a great week. We're looking forward to it.